boy, the odds of me having a socket to fit that steering stem nut are pretty slim. Let's find out. Got my Arkansas combination wrench set here. I haven't used this when I found it. I was riding the motorcycle. It was at an intersection where I was stopped. I was able to hop off, pick it up, throw it in my pocket. Cool thing about riding motorcycles on the road is finding tools. Makes up for some of the ones that I've left in my own engine compartment or on the bumper. Sunglasses too. And that thread is still kind of sticky. Little precision work here. Camera has no idea what I'm doing there, but I'm tightening up the clamp. It puts the brake master cylinder to the bar. Alright, who remembers how this went together? Why did I? Okay, how the hell does this go together? Really beginning to hope that I don't have to take this engine back out again. All right. Okay. Good. Wait, no. All right. That's what you're waiting for. I think maybe pick up on the front. So, looks like the brake caliper is meant to be a spacer on this thing, and that might cause problems. I might need to whip out the lathe and make a spacer. Haha, just kidding, I don't have a lathe. Hey, maybe this is an excuse to buy a lathe or a 3D printer. Looks like the slave cylinder does go through the axle and makes that space. Dag nabbit. Alright, I'm not super happy about this, but I'm going to need this axle to be lined up correctly. So I took the master cylinder off the hose.
He's nice.
Oh boy, still gotta make a chain guide. Ooh, good catch. pain in the absolute ass. I'm glad I put that radiator hose back on there.
Unsuccessful insurance
Still some Malays. Boy, I wish I had put this together correctly. AutoZone did not have frame and roll bar paint in white. They had this Raptor enamel, which primes and paints. We'll see about that. It was ridiculously expensive. It's got a 60-minute drying time, so it better be something special. It's like 16 bucks. All right, these turned out pretty decent. I mean, not perfect, and I am a little disappointed, but paint was very thick coming out of the nozzle. It did not spray well, and it left a little bit to be desired. And of course my prep was inadequate, but overall I'm not unhappy with the look. There's supposed to be a plastic guide that goes around the swing arm here, protect the chain from sawing through the swing arm, and it just absolutely fell apart while I was taking the bike apart. This is the largest piece of it I have left. Goes in the trash can, and I'm going to try to make one, some kind of makeshift one, until I can find a better replacement. I found this piece of thin wall PVC tubing pipe, and I'm going to try to cut that, wrap it around here, and then hopefully heat it and see if it'll form. I don't know if that's going to work. Okay, that might work if I can get it to shrink down. Then I can go back and make some finer cuts on it. Looks like there may be a bung here on the bottom. So I can screw the bottom in too. So I need to make it that at least that long. I have a feeling this is going to take more than one try. Ow! Mother! Okay, this is not going well. I am not completely unhappy with that. I mean, it's loose and it looks like a piece of PVC pipe, and it doesn't have full coverage, but all in all, I'd say it's going to keep the chain out of there. Although the chain's going to rerun in this direction, that's going to be potential for the edge to catch on that, wrap it all up in the sprocket. I wish it came back here so I could screw it to this boss. Have to find a bigger piece of plastic so that I can capture this screw back here and then some other feature on the top in order to hold that down, get it underneath the chain. I mean, presumably if the chain's tight enough, it may not ever touch that, but kind of doubt that's going to be the case. So this is a result of quite a bit of time with the vise and the heat gun. Kind of got this thing flattened out. It's much longer on the bottom because there's actually a screw hole in there and I've got it screwed in. Got the top held down with the zip tie, and I'm going to see if I can heat it up some more and get it to flatten out a little bit more while it's on the swing arm. Pull it off, trim the sides. Looks like I'm going to need a bigger piece of plastic to actually get it longer on top. Otherwise that chain's probably going to grind right there. I guess I could add another piece, but probably wouldn't be that hard to find a bigger piece of plastic to start with. At least I'll have a pretty decent template if this thing works out. It melts. It softens up really fast and takes the curve out. It's encouraging. Like I say, this is a pretty thin piece of PVC. It's just great for drainage. I'm sure this is exciting to watch this paint dry. Oh, I lost some of my curve there. This is the buffer that goes between the skid plate and the engine. It's made out of a strange plastic it's like shiny. It looks like it's like clay or something that was just made by pressing it between the two parts and then let it mold or something. It's not heavy, but it's got these relief holes in the bottom. It looked like they were drilled out, I guess either to make it more supple or to save weight. Anyway, it's a weird piece. Plastic is strange on it, and it's disgusting because it's got mud and coolant and 2-cycle engine oil. Just a cocktail of gross stuff. I use these skewers a lot for picking this dirt out. They're just regular bamboo skewers that shish kebab. They're nice though because they don't scratch the work, and they got a nice point on them. Ideally, I would just throw this in the dishwasher. I got this thing pretty well cleaned up. Not sure why I put that much effort into it. It's going to be nice to have it clean. Got most of the dirt off of it at least. Ooh, wow, 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 wow. That thing is super beat up. Man, there's even a huge dent in this side. Wow. Wow. At least it's not dirty. Yeah. Just raw aluminum. I don't even know if it was ever anodized.
Man, what a pain in the ass. Man, that tap set's getting a workout on this bike. Yeah. This bolt. Yeah. Oh, it's threaded. Okay.
That means that bent bolt is going to be a bit of a pain to go. Yeah, so this whole bolt that goes through here is really bent up. I tried to straighten it out, hammered on in the vise a little bit. It didn't take. And I thought it'd be okay because I thought there was just a nut on the other end, but it actually threads into the other frame rail and it passes through the engine case on the bottom, which means it's going to be a little wonky. It may bind up in the engine when I try to turn it. Yep. And it's wonky. Here we go. It's not threading. Okay, now it's threading. Okay. All this has to go on at once. It's got this big old plastic spacer buffer that goes between the engine and the skid plate, and then the skid plate. But the bolts go through the skid plate and through the two parts of the frame at the same time. I predict this is going to be difficult to line up. In the back, it's got this captured nut in the frame, so I've got to line it up and catch that too. Okay, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Alright, I got this set up to try to torque the flywheel. I got the chain on, I got the socket extension run through the sprocket in the back, holding on with the swing arm. Start it low, it's going up to 100 foot-pounds rather, 140 Newton meters. I'm going to start it low at about 70. Of course, I'm getting a ton of flex because of that. Oh yeah, it's going to raise the rear wheel too. So. I don't know how this is going to work. I may have to put it on the ground and have somebody sit on it. Dang. Now what? It's just compressing the shock. Yeah, I really thought that was going to work. It just freaking rolls the bike. Huh. Okay, adjusted my strategy after a few setbacks. It occurred to me to put the bike in the highest gear instead of the lowest gear. So I'm going to start at 70 pounds or 80 pounds. That was 70. 80. Thank you, hammer. $90. I have no idea what broke. What the hell happened? Oh, the chain slipped. All right. Strategy has changed again. Now I have the chain as tight as it'll go, and also the axle's in backwards. That wasn't part of the strategy, just a mistake that I noticed. Wow, it's really lifting that back in though. Come on. Nope. Now it's slipping. Now it's the clutch. Gosh. Gotta be the clutch. Or the gearbox. You know, never ridden this bike, so who knows. Now the clutch is just slipping. Or the gearbox. Golly. Well, we're at 80 pounds. I'll give it that. I guess I'm going to have to make, find, or buy a flywheel holder. Golly. That's it for this video. Thanks for making it this far. Guess what? On the next video, something's going to happen. Please like, subscribe, and whatnot. Breakmaster cylinder is a Grimka. That's Italian.